Purple Place was that game built into Windows Vista where you make little cakes, and fans of said game are looking at this computer right now going, ooh. But there's another type of people watching this video right now whose names are Christopher Nolan and Steven Spielberg, who they look at this device and they say,
oh yes, goodness, wow. This machine is the ultimate movie-making device.
For whatever reason, mine just doesn't run Purple Place, but that could just be an I'm stupid problem. So we'll move on to the movie thing. So our course of action today, make a movie using only this device. We have to write okay. I didn't even fat finger that. I skinny fingered it and it was still too much. We gotta write the film the film, make poster and advertising art, edit. So what features are we working with on this baby? This thing's got some epic stuff. Obviously Windows Vista built in, all the applications we might need. We got Sony Vegas 7, often called the Windows Vista of Sony Vegas's. We can move our mouse around, we can click stuff. If we're feeling extra artsy and fancy, we can use this little extendable stylus. Oh, you think the 3DS invented that? No, it was the Sony Vaio VGN UX 3DN, obviously. They won't tell you that in the Nintendo history books. It's got built-in Wi-Fi through this, okay. It had built-in Wi-Fi no more than 2 minutes ago. This, just because it's cool. It's got this whole separate sub-menu in it where you can activate the camera, or sorry, not the camera, the motion eye. Rear-facing camera. It's got WLAN, and for those who can't pronounce it, WWAN. We hope it wokes. I mean, obviously, since I'm directing the film, I have to be a character because I'm a YouTuber. I'm self-indulgent. Sponge chew, Pika cut, had some liposuction, and the brain cell blur. Okay, that was really, okay, let's, yellow. We're gonna start with some concept art that will probably inevitably be the poster. I think the general premise will be that I inhale asbestos and I start hallucinating. My floating head will come to attack me, and then our three heroes here will have to save me from my psychological warfare. Pretty epic fashion. I think in action, a lot of fight scenes. It's gonna be kind of like an, sort of this explosion. And of course, Peekabob himself will be like the main character. Do a little bit of a shadow. Right there, he's kind of a wide square boy. The brain cell blur. For some reason, this is Sonic Boom Sonic, the blue arms and whatnot. Controversial choice, but this movie is going to be controversial. People are going to be debating its meaning, its purpose in the greater echelons of magnum opus. Subversion of expectations, a lot of people would expect Sonic to be kind of the comic relief here. I'm thinking it's this guy. And if you want to copy this poster, if you want to do this yourself, the coordinates of where my cursor is are right down here, so you can just copy those in your own MS Paint, and this keeps just getting more out of sync by the second. And then I like if there's maybe some vignette around the screen. The Italians invented that. Hey, what is not dramatic enough? Add a vignette. Mamma mia. I think that's our poster. I think we Control S that right here. Mental warfare. This video has been sponsored by Ugreen. Mario, and yes, it's the greatest game really not be having this conversation. What's up, my group of rechargeable devices here at my daycare? I want to introduce you all to the Nexode Pro Charger from Ugreen, featuring 100 watts of dedicated charging power. You could charge a 14-inch MacBook Pro from 0 to 86% in just an hour with power like that.
Hi, Nexode Pro 100 watt charger from Ugreen.
Hey yo, hold up, don't you have
Nixo's insane air pyrotech, making you crazy small and compact, while still outputting 60 watts more than the 40 watt unit?
Why, yes indeed, fine sir, why, how astute of you. I also support Samsung's 45 watt super fast charging 2.0. In fact, with 2 USB Type-C ports and 1 USB Type-A, I'm capable of charging 3 of you fine folk at one time. Why, see, come hither.
Dang, he kinda right for real though. Yeah, and I ain't even scared since this guy's got
Ugreen's built-in thermal guard to protect overcharging and overheating.
Yeah, and he's surprisingly
compatible with a massive range of chargeable devices.
I see you're all getting along. Nah fam, we are getting charged.
Oh, they charge up so fast.
check out the Ugreen Nexode Pro using the link in the description. Skip all the annoyance of trying to find a charger that actually fast charges your compatible devices, and get a charger that you can trust to keep your expensive electronics safe. Check it out today using the link in the description, and a huge thanks to Ugreen for sponsoring content like this. And it's time for the actual scripting, which is it's gonna be very difficult. Opening scene. It's not that I typo. My fingers aren't fat, it's subjective to the size of the keyboard. If I lived in a society where everyone weighed 20 pounds, I'd be seen as fat. It's purely, don't make fun of my IQ. Peter plays video game and gets mad. Sponge Chew and pals enter his brain. Fights and journeys ensue. They beat my evil inner self. It kills me. This is sort of the plot twist. They get to the end, and what they think they're doing is good actually destroys my subconscious, and I collapse. I am dead. And credits play. Now the difficult thing is, I gotta use this and pick it up and pull it around, and it's a mobile device. Like, it should be good for that, but if it becomes unplugged, it immediately turns off. The battery in this thing is long dead, and I didn't get a replacement, so we gotta be a little bit careful about that. And we're just gonna improvise as things go on. But yeah, it is filming time. In order to carry this thing around, I have 200 feet of extension cords. Should be able to reach anywhere on the set without our device coming unplugged. This is how you untangle things. And this doesn't have a tripod mount. So we're gonna actually do, well, I don't actually know. Where are you looking? As a tripod, we're gonna use a stool and maybe this sonic alarm clock, I guess. It's gonna be a shot of me sitting on this couch here, playing my mobile phone game. I love how this glows. It makes me feel like secure and like it's always working. It ain't. It's not really like that, but it's a false sense of happiness. So if I set this right here, oh yeah, that'll work just fine. Just kidding, it's Windows Vista. It will work with a question mark. Now my acting skills, I mean, I've got you guys to believe that I'm a guy in a basement making videos, so they're pretty good. Shoot. Darn.
Any games? Yeah! Broccoli.
Put this back here like this. Perfect. Hopefully it does not fall. It is an entire computer. And it is entirely frustrating. All right, we're gonna switch to sort of like some front shots right here, kind of in my face more. I'm feeling like a little bit of that. You know, the creative vision? You ever heard of that? I've got one of those. Let's see how that turned out. Let's just see where we're at with all the footage here.
Make sure you're not showing it. Oh, I opened an ad on accident.
All right, the sound quality is pretty, it's a bit of a yikes. Now we need to portray, one way or another, me going crazy from how bad the game is, and like, then I kind of like duplicate, and then my evil head kind of like becomes evil and goes into my head, and I like pass out. That's, in very clear terms, what I'm thinking. I might cut out that sound I made. After I pass out, we're gonna do a scene. It's gonna start kind of low on the ground. It's gonna be a handheld shot, zooming through the ground all the way over here to these guys, sort of a scene transition. It's gonna show what these guys are up to. Our prop team did an awesome job. They gave us a lot of cords, so if all goes well, none of our stuntmen will get injured here. We're rolling, and action. Hey guys, you guys watching Nickelodeon again too much? It'll rot your brains. Pi is 3.146812. Shut up, Sonic. Although you are quite smart, you sound very stupid. Wait, do you guys hear that? And that's kind of me in the background over there dying. So now we're gonna get a wide shot, sort of their perspective. Kind of. Frick! Dang, that was good. good footage, too. I'm gonna set the release date back a bit. We can work with it. Now, this is maybe not the most ideal strategy.
It would appear that Peter has passed out.
And now we have like a shot of them setting out on their journey. It's very hard to hold them all at once, but I'm hoping my hand doesn't really get in the shot. Alright, that was a good session right there. I like a lot of that footage, I gotta be honest though, I'm feeling like some of these voices, it's not vibing well with me. It's a little childish. I'm gonna change direction just a little bit. Ugh, it seems that we are all right. Sonic, your voice has changed.
Yours has also changed, regular Pikachu.
Yes, although our general inflection and way of talking has not. This really is a mostly unexplainable event. Oh goodness us! Okay, wrapping up recording on a very emotional scene. Honestly, me and a lot of the crew, we're kind of feeling like taking a little break, so we're gonna play a couple games. I got a few pre-installed here. Feeling like some arcade bowling, I think, first. I have 3 free uses for evaluation. I would dump the money on this. I've heard good things about this game. Ooh, wait, this looks good. There's music. There's music to my ears. Okay, I'll be James Corden. I'm down, let's get it. No, I do have Crazy Clown. Kind of curious about this one. Could be kind of crazy. A root chum gray. You know what they say. Pusium 1. What? No combination of intermediate filters could be found to make the connection. What does that even mean? No amount of happiness could be found to cure my depression. That's probably what they meant to say. I knew. I hope that's good. Doggone it. What am I gonna play? Flippin' Minesweeper? I always play Minesweeper because it's the only thing that ever works. Do Flash games still exist? I can't remember. Pokey.com? She's my favorite. Oh my gosh. Oh, it runs just as good as it did back then too. Yeah, this is definitely slightly updated. Maybe like that. Decent. Drat. Dag nabbit. Now some of you might say this is pretty much just worms. No, it's babies. There are no worms. Oh, that has to be absolutely perfect. Okay, I am too impatient to wait for him to die anyway. I want to see, I doubt this would work. Please let me do my username. I'm a YouTuber playing this. If I don't attempt very strongly to get recognized in Agario, what do I do? How will I feel the effects of my fame and fortune? Ha! YouTuber! Internet! Hashtag internet. I'm going in. Oh, game sucks. If you guys were in that Agario game with me, hit me up on Facebook. Facebook.com/ And we're back, it's day 2. I feel like this little computer is loaded with gold. Now I'm using a mouse. I got a ton of different assets, music, sound effects. Please open, please don't make me register. Oh, they put me in, it's me. Hold on. Uh-oh, poopies. Can you tell I was doing so much acting yesterday? I'm kind of practiced at this point. Shut up. Yeah, okay, day 3. Got Sony Vegas 4, I've been busy. Took a while to get things running, but we got Vegas 4. Hooray! I am wearing the same clothes 3 days in a row. It's not because I want to, it's so that people remember that I'm the same person. They don't think I swapped in another actor. It's for the 5-year-olds. They don't have object permanence yet. Okay. Insert an audio track, and a video track, and an audio track, and a video track. Drag this bad boy in here. Oh, delissimo. Oh, this is gonna be a hassle to work with. All right, so step one of editing a movie. If no one's edited a movie before, you're gonna wanna go with a rough draft. And then we're gonna do it. And this is our first scene. And then essentially the rest of the process is gonna be doing that exact same thing about 200 times over the course of a half hour. And you'd be right in guessing that it is indeed the most fun process of movie making to watch. And so therefore, I'm gonna prank you. I'm gonna stop you from having fun by not showing you any of it. Day 4, I'm not doing the sleepy thing. For those of you who don't know, I'm still Peter. I just have a hat. That's scene 1. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you right now. This is something you can do at home. Automatically, Hollywood level movie maker with this one effect. Fade from black. Look at that. Go on add another video track. We're gonna insert text media, and this is going to, yeah, copperplate gothic. Gonna want it to be zoomed in like that. Huge. Okay, opening scene. And you may notice that it's missing an epic soundtrack and a slick beat. That one is perfect. You know, when you find the right track, that's a moment right there. So we're gonna do that. It's at this point that we want the music to switch from happy to something a little more intense and a little more scary. So what do we have for that? Let's see. Conflict, Desert Storm, the classicest. This exact scene. I'm gonna be flying into my mouth. So here's the asset of me having a floating head. It's a bit washed out. We're gonna add the magical chroma key here. Use this eyedropper, hit the background, engage the effect. Bam, floating head. We want me to be in the mouth. Just like that. Cuts to the guys, the homies. You may have noticed if you're paying any bit of attention, and I swear, if you weren't, and you show up to my class late one more time, just imagine this cup's full of you. I lost the transition, the zoom I did on the ground, one of my favorite shots. I'm actually pretty upset about it. So we're gonna have to go with the old fade out, fade in, because this is kind of a classic. And of course, what would we be doing with ourselves if we didn't have like a slow, certainly wouldn't be a Peter video, I'll tell you that. Now the music's a little loud and it's hard to hear what he's saying. So I'm gonna turn that down quite a bit. At that point, they start to hear me groaning and dying, so we're gonna have to split the music. Maybe swap it in with something a little more intense. Okay, we need to skip to something a little more intense and silent. Whoa. Yep, that's the one. That's it. Call George Lucas, tell him we found it. It swoops in. So to continue that swoop in, you're gonna wanna go to the pan crowd. And now as I ritualistically put down my earphones, this is it. Now this is the Snyder Cut, a term that I personally have coined for the true vision of the movie. For marketing's sake, we're gonna premiere a more edited down version to the YouTube channel if we can actually render this properly. The Snyder Cut will be preserved for the Patreon and YouTube members, which you can use to support people like me who are very misunderstood artists who really put a lot of effort into their craft but don't get that recognition just because, you know, the world isn't ready for things like this. As well as behind the scenes content, update posts and such things such as that. I'm curious as to how many years this is gonna tell me it's gonna take. The answer is a lot. It's okay, we'll come back to this. 4 hours later, it is done. We've got the market cut and the Snyder Cut. Snyder Cut being a few minutes longer, it's got an end credit scene. You're not even looking at me. Welcome, we're glad to have you, the entire audience. All right. Previous videos doing pretty good. My first Let's Play is still my most popular, which I can I can understand, I can appreciate. Bugdum 2 video review demo, kind of a flop. This one here though, magnum opus. There will not be a video you can see with your own 2 eyes that's gonna be better than this. Probably spell words correctly. Get our thumbnail here. Oh, beautiful. Quite a bit better than the stuff I make on my main channel, to be honest. I put a lot more work into this one for sure. Bellissimo, as they say. No playlist. We're trying to be artsy, kind of minimalist with this one. Not made for kids, a bit violent. Instant premiere. I'm uploading the video to YouTube. I haven't even watched it yet. That's how confident I am in my art. This is it, boys. We're set. The premiere is at hand. My life's work is all built up to this single moment. I swear, if I get like a tummy ache or like I have to pee midway through, and so help me if there's a single comment about the audio quality. Starting at 9:10. Wait, that's right now. I definitely have enough time to pee. This premiere is already about to be top tier. See, people are saying a lot of ironic stuff because normally I upload and it's like, you know, it's just some mumbo jumbo. We can't understand it. It's super low quality. So everyone's being like a little bit sarcastic. This one's, and I'll leave it at that. Language, no language in the chat. You're ruining my premiere. I gotta pee again. Shh, everyone quiet.
Yeah. Rocket. And probably. Yeah.
WGAT Skibidi game. Can you believe, please, you people please respect my art. Look at my acting. Why does this remind me of AVGN though? It reminds you of new good art. Shush.
Yes, King Bob, we're still watching Nickelodeon. The shows are so hip and aimed towards kids of our age group. Shh, guys, quiet. Do you hear that?
Thanks, Zach.
Yes, but we must save him. It's our duty as human beings to do so.
A well-crafted line, I must say.
Our goodness is.
Thanks, Zach.
To us as much as he tries.
Thank you, Zach. Thank you. This is the best episode. Yes. Oh, this is a good scene.
Yes, indeed it will. It is our duty as human beings.
That fade to black though, and I remember when I made that.
Don't be here. Are you alright? It is our duty as human beings.
Thank you, Zach. Zach. Shut up, Zach.
You made it out. I agree. But did it work? He does not look well. Perhaps you must check his pulse.
You couldn't even see me breathing there. I mean, I think I did a pretty good job with that scene.
He's dead. No.
Thanks, Zach.
Was it really our obligation as humans to do what we did? Well, I guess that depends. Depends on what? What is your definition of human?
That's so deep. Oh, it just hits the soul. just wait till they see the Snyder Cut, featuring several extra minutes of unseen video and an end credits scene available to Patreon and YouTube members. They'll just freak out. Now, what does a person do? Like, after you've squeezed the last ounce of creative juice from yourself and created something that can't be surpassed? Probably go pee again.